What's going on, family? You're tuned in to Real Labs Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Our big dog James is still out on the boat. Matter of fact, he flying on the boat. If you don't believe me, go watch his videos. James fat ass done made a video of him flying over the Keys. So if you get a second, this is you know you're on the boat, you bored. James out there making AI videos.
Like a hot air balloon.
Love my brother, man. We're joining the virtual studio, man. We're going to make the rounds, man. We got one of our guest hosts sitting in. He is our 8th string host, one of my good friends, Mr. DJ Callis, Chris Alexander. Christopher, how you doing, my brother?
I'm doing all right. Been dealing with work, and now I'm back in comedy, so I'm having a blast, man. I just did a show for Bonkers up in White Night Lounge or Rain, whatever you want to call it now. I had a blast. It's a hard room, but I had a blast, though.
That's the just too.
Yo, wait. You was at Rain this past weekend?
Ooh. Yeah.
Wow. Hey, man, I didn't know that. I wouldn't have came, but still.
Yeah. Hey, you know what my song for that room is? I can't stand the rain. When I'm in there, I can't stand the rain.
I would not have came through for real, man. That's good, right, man. All right, that other voice you hear, man. I had the ladies on from the Pillar Fort podcast, and they were like, "Where's Miguel?" I said, "I don't know." So Miguel Colon Jr., man, my big dog in comedy, bro. Where the hell was you at
on Saturday?
Yeah,
Saturday, I did a show. I did like a noontime private gig. It was 12:30, but I didn't want to cut it close. So I did a corporate gig. Let me be real with you guys. Corporate covers a lot of things. Corporate really just means a company's checkbook was paying for it.
Yes.
I have done corporate gigs in Mexico, in Puerto Rico, where I'm at resorts, where I'm flying out there, where they're like, how many, they're like, hey, everybody's staying here for 3 days. Do you want to stay for those 3 days? I've done Vegas corporate gigs. And then I've done corporate gigs where they're like, hey, man, my cousin got a hardware store and, we love comedy. Right. And I'm like, hey, man. So I had a semi-hardware store corporate gig going on this Saturday. It was for an insurance office. And they just, basically open enrollment's pretty much done now. So they all get to relax and chill because they were just, they're on those phones. And it's not my good insurance company. Shout out to U.S. Health Associates, them scam artists. I love you, baby. This was like a mom and pop place. And I could tell that they were like a good, honest insurance company because they were all broke. I was like, hey, my boys at U.S. Health, they rolling in our Rolexes. Like, get your checkbook out, old lady. Obama tried to kill you. Get some insurance. Get some insurance right now.
So this ain't the one that you do every year. Because you do one for somebody every year, right?
Yeah. Every year I go out with them. I'll be out with them again in the springtime. Because that's when they, because that's the thing. Like by springtime, insurance offices are in the chill mode. Because everybody's got their health insurance, But this place was like, yeah, we want to do something nice for the staff. And I was like, all right, man. And when I do my insurance company, I'm in there roasting them boiler room style, having a blast with them, making fun of all of them. This place, the guy was like, now, he's like, I told everybody that you're going to hear hell and damn. I said, oh, shit. I said, that's all you briefed them on?
Oof.
And then I got one of those intros too, guys. I got one of those intros where I was like, they had like a hotel. This was out in Leesburg area. They had like a hotel, small conference center, whatever. But the intro I got was, well, guys, we've had a good time. And Miguel Colon's coming up to do some comedies. He's on the radio and he's a comedy guy. Come on up. I said, bro.
Oh, well, everybody asks about it, but I'm happy you back. I'm gonna get back to that bio thing because I want to tell you something when I get back. But the other dude here who threatened me, this crazy thing is when he called me, I was on the toilet. I answered the phone in the bathroom at work while somebody was in there. I was like, yo, what's up? Hey man, the game on tonight. Why are we recording radio? I said, because you pay for this. You the boss. If you don't want to record, you tell me. One of my good friends, Mr. James the Batman Jeff the Batman Kaufman, the law officer Kaufman and the Under Oath podcast, and our official sponsor who didn't have to have us do radio tonight. So Jeff, this your fault.
Listen, first off, I didn't start it off as PG. You went PG for the radio. I said there was a mother involved. I was
Jeff was
championship.
He had a helicopter here.
Yeah. I was, see, here's the problem in life. Every once in a while, you put it on somebody else to screw up. So I hadn't gotten a link yet for the show. And normally if James link it, he'll link you like a week before.
And James will watch
a minute before,
4 days prior.
Yeah, 4 days prior. Ken, he'll link you about 30 seconds before you're ready to go on. Oh, here's the link.
Hey,
he did that tonight. I was driving home. I'm going to watch the game, everything else. Hey, if you happen to get this, I'm like, yeah. So yeah, I did that. I did. Yeah. So I want you to know, people know we are passing up on the first half of the national championship game to make you laugh and be amused. Right. So you don't have to hear us talking about what happened in 2022. Okay.
Yeah. It's funny, man, because like we were supposed to have a guest tonight and it fell through. So I was like, well, maybe we shouldn't record. But then I'm like, I don't know, James will get mad. I don't want him to fly over here to the house and fight me. So, and then once I set everything up, and when you called me, I was like, God dang, the game is tonight. I said, well, we'll knock out one because I knocked out 2 on Saturday. So we'll knock out 1. So we'll have one for Wednesday and nothing on Thursday. But I'm glad y'all here, man. But Miguel, I want to get to the bio. So as Miguel was saying, if you know comedians, when we do these private gigs or corporate gigs, he is right. If it's a gig that's not at a comedy club, it's a corporate gig does. It's a private, it's corporate. Yep. If it's not a comedy club, if we doing somebody's birthday party, hey man, I got a private corporate gig, man. It could be in your backyard.
Grandma LLC.
Hey, right. I'm doing this private gig, Miguel. True story. The dude reads my whole bio as my intro. The whole 3-paragraph bio. I'm sitting by the stage double dutching. I'm like,
Miss Mary Matt.
It read my whole bio, bro. I was like, dog. He said, what you want me to say? Hey, man, winner Steve Harvey, Florida's funniest, Greensboro, North Carolina. He said, no, I'm going to do better. You deserve better. I was like, all right.
So he read the script.
Hey, bro, he was like, hear ye. I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
I present to you from Greensboro, North Carolina, butt naked, the Sergeant of the United States Army Signal Corps, winner of the spelling bee at Miss Deidre's class, 1986.
Son of Ruthie May.
Yeah, right.
The House of Millers.
Bro, oh my good. Jeff, you ever got a wild intro?
Yeah, I always get the ones where they forget what to say. The guy go, we got this guy. I'm like, oh, dude, there were like 2 lines. I have like 2 things in my bio, real tough. Yeah. You just gotta look at the guy and he gets off stage. You go, God, you suck.
Yeah,
I did side splitters on Sunday. Great. What? Yeah. One of the best clubs, Tampa area side splitters.
Yeah.
And I just did side splitters, and the show was for a bunch of social media guys who haven't really done comedy, and they did a good job, man. They really did a good job. But they had their dad hosting because their fans know their dad. You know, like it's one of those, it was packed with their fans. So I told them, I said, hey, don't let this fool you. You're not that good. You just had 180 people who love you in the room.
Yeah,
you know, but their dad did their bios to everybody, the intro for everybody, and he did the thing which is, to me, cardinal sin of intros. Don't say my name first and then introduce me.
Yeah,
you introduce me and then say my name. I tell them all the time, I'm like, just imagine if it was boxing and they're like, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Tyson at 5'9", weighing no, that matters anymore.
He's already halfway down to the ring.
He's already down. So they did that to me. But that's one of my cardinal sins. I say this, man. If as 2 hosts, and I know I don't like to get too comedy technical. I know you guys hear it all the time from us, but here's something you just need to know. If anybody's listening who's a comic, young comic, new to the game, whatever, your job as a host, man, is to get the technical stuff right. That's you be funny's cool too, but get the technical stuff right.
Yes.
And when it comes to intros, I'd rather you say, hey, man, I can't remember all that, than mess it up. You know, like if you can't write it down, if I'm like, hey man, just say I'm on Real Laughs, iHeartRadio, Real Radio 104.1, National Touring Comic, and just look me dead in the eye and say, I can't remember all that. Cool, bro. Say
Hey, man.
nationally touring comic, Miguel Angel Colon. Boom.
Yeah, but
I had to be honest. It was a good 2 years. I keep messing up Ken Miller's intro.
Bro, I was waiting. I would admit it. I was waiting. Hey, Chris, I'll let you tell your story first. Tell me, Chris, when somebody ever gave you a bad intro.
Oh, Rue had a one room at somewhere downtown Orlando, or south of downtown Orlando, and I don't say her name, but the host was like, "Yes, this is a real good friend of mine. Give it up for the very funny Chris Robertson." I'm like, my name Alexander. Like, hold on.
Yo.
Well, what are you talking about? Ken just interviewed me as James Kaufman. I ain't listening.
I know. I didn't do James Kaufman.
Yeah.
Hey.
But yeah, that's the one thing in the scene. It's me and this other guy named Chris Robinson, and we always get mixed up at least once a month. So it was just hilarious.
If you guys listen to this show, if you follow me on social media, y'all know as Ken Miller, I got 100 best friends. You know what I mean? Like I got 100 best friends. Christopher Devontae Alexander is one of my best friends. We've been friends, 5, 6 years?
5, 6.
Anytime we going through something, Chris, I call him. If Chris going through something, he called me a couple weeks ago. Jeff, I had to go help Chris get a battery for his car. That's what best friends do for each other.
Thank you very much.
Chris, for the first 2 years, called me Ken Williams. Introduced me as Ken Williams. For the first 2 years that Chris hosted for me. And I was like, dog.
From Greensboro, South Carolina.
Ken Williams. For 2 years, bro.
I was so nervous.
He was always nervous. I said, you ain't gotta be nervous. It's me.
Right. It happens.
Bro.
I was opening for the kid. And the next thing you know, from Greensboro, South Carolina, he was at Steve Harvey's backyard competition. Just messing up everything.
I'll tell you one time, me and James were somewhere, and the host, he messed up the name of one of the guest spots, and he didn't really care. And he did like some time in between. And then he was telling me, he was like, hey, in between you and James, that's when I'm really going to cook them. That's when I got my good material. And I was like, all right, man. He was kind of annoying. And then I came up and he literally goes, and your feature, I don't know, Miguel's something. You don't know him. You know, they're trying to be like silly like that. Yeah. So it's all right, man. So I got up and I got the mic and I rocked the crowd. And then I remembered he was like, he had like a good 6 to 8 minutes he wanted to do in between James because it was his like room. And when I got done, I was like, y'all ready for your headliner? I was like, put your hands together for my boy, James. Yawn. I was just looking at him like, no, you done, son. You're done. You never get to touch this mic again.
Yo, what did he say when you got off?
When I got off, he's like, what'd you do? I said, my job. That's it, player.
Hey, we got to go to commercial. Before we go, man, it's a comedian named Kevin James Thornton. And Dwayne has been going on the road with him. So the first time I opened with Kevin James Thornton, I get there like 5. I had to work. So I get to the show. It's like 5 minutes before the show. And instead of asking for his bio, I go to the website. I get the stuff off the website. I got his name in my head. Kevin James Thornton. I said, y'all coming to the stage. Give it up for Michael James Thornton. The audience is just sitting there like, who is he talking about? And this dude roasted me every 5 minutes. He went back to and now he take Dwayne on the road. With that being said, we got to go to commercial break. We'll be right back. Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1. We're back. Real Laughs, Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. Ken Miller and the Big Cheddar Night. Guys, do me a favor. Go out, like, follow, and subscribe. Leave us some comments. We appreciate that. Shoot us a message, man. We'll love you. James is out on the boat making AI videos. I'm joining the virtual studio with DJ Calix, Miguel Colon Jr., and Jeff the Batman Kaufman from the Law Office of Kaufman and Lynn and the Under Oath podcast. You guys know these shows are pre-recorded. So right now we are recording during the first half of the national championship game. So there will not be a show tomorrow because we are doing one show tonight because the guy who pays our bills said we ain't doing but one damn show. Because Jeff called me mad, bro. And I answered the phone. I was on the toilet at work when Jeff called, and I answered the phone like, "What's up? We good? Yo, you gonna make us watch the game?" I didn't know you was a Miami fan like that. I don't know.
There.
I grew up in Miami. Come on.
I thought you. I know you grew up in Miami, but I know people who grew up in Miami who are not Hurricanes fan because they get Hurricane. You know, it's that's the team
but
down there.
It's hometown, man. You got to root for your state. You can't root for a foreign state. Come on, man.
But Miguel, before you say something, I found out about Kaufman. You know what I found out? Miami is his third favorite Florida team.
Ooh, what's up?
I went to hold on a second. Hold on. This is the way this works out, man. You have to root for the team of the school you went to. See, anybody can say
fair, 100% fair.
What if they suck though?
I got a business degree from Florida. I got a TV degree from Florida, and I grew up in Miami. You know, so I earned my right to root for all three teams. I always hate when people say, "Oh, I'm a number one fan." You ever been in one of those games? No. You ever been on stage? No. You only root for them. You're like a Yankee fan. You root for them. You never been to New York. You root for the big team, and that's easy to do that. And Chris said, "What if they suck?" You know, if they suck, you still root for them because that's your home
root
team.
for them, bro.
I mean, I don't root for Carolina. Come on.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Jets.
Hey,
Jets, baby.
Look here, man. Them two New York teams, the Jets and Giants, they fan base is loyal. But in the past 10 years, two of the worst teams in franchise in the NFL history, but they loyal. Hey, I know this, man. I tell people all the time, I root for Strayer. All the time. That's my college, baby.
Yeah.
Every time Strayer play, bro, that's my college. That's what I'm rooting for, and they terrible.
And the only time I didn't root for the New York Jets was 11.
Oh, Miguel, I know you're a Jets fan. Are you a college sports fan at all?
I watch college because it's everybody I know watches college football, and I follow the Gamecocks because that's my sister's alma mater. But I don't have a college team, you know. Like I didn't, and I wish I did. Because honest to God, man, having college team loyalty is so much more fun than
so
NFL
much
team,
more
man.
fun.
You know, especially. I mean, it's different now with like the portal. But before the portal, you knew you had a quarterback for 4 years. You know, like you knew you were following these guys for years. You know, so I follow the Gamecocks because my sister's a Gamecock, and it's something for me to talk with her about. And I feel like I wouldn't go as far as to say people like you a diehard Gamecock fan. Nah, man, I follow the Gamecocks because it keeps you involved too. It keeps you involved if you follow a team and you can follow a conference. But I wish I came up more of a college fan because when you're a college fan, you a college volleyball fan. You hear when Jeff hears the water polo teams going to the finals, he's like, what? And then he'll name players. No.
Woo. I mean, I support that. I mean, you should. I think about, but you were right about the way they're paying players now is weird because the Miami quarterback, he's on his 6th year.
Bro.
6 years. He's getting paid between $4 and $6 million. That's a backup quarterback in the NFL.
Let me tell you something. Oof. And this is my opinion. People think Tim Tebow is considered the greatest college player of all time. That's when you look at the top 5, Tebow is 1 and 2. If Carson Beck wins a 3rd national championship, you got to put him in the consideration of one of the best.
He's been playing 6 years.
Hey, that's the new rues. It's the new rules. It's what it is.
COVID benefit.
Hey, it's the new rules. You can't. But because Carson Beck probably isn't getting drafted, and if he gets drafted, he's getting drafted 5th, 6th, 7th round. So why not stay and make $4 or $5 million?
But he wasn't the starting quarterback at Georgia.
He was the 2 years they won a national championship.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Yes, sir.
All right.
That's why you think Miami gave him all that money?
He was in his 6th year.
Yeah. I just think
Carson
if he
Beck got tenure.
Bro, dog, it's a player right now, Miguel, for Mississippi, a black kid named Trinidad. I can't think of his last name. He wants to come back for his 5th year because he's like, look, I can make money here. Yeah. I can make money right here in college. Why go to the NFL where, first of all, he doesn't want to go because he's going to be one of the top 3 picks and he does not want to get drafted by the Jets.
Yeah,
I think that's why he doesn't want to go.
yeah, I know. Listen, man, I didn't phone called the boy, and I'm like, you want to stay
Yeah.
in school? School's for losers,
Yeah.
bro.
Because I think the Raiders have the number 1 pick, and that's going to definitely be the kid from Indiana, the Heisman guy. I think the Jets have the number 2 pick, and if they do, that would be the kid out of Ole Miss. And I know he doesn't want to go to the Jets, so he's like, "Dog, what can I do to stay? What can I go to the CFL? What can I do to not go to the Jets?"
Man, I'm like, bro, you don't like a good Broadway show, you know?
But you know, all you got to do is be rich now. I mean, Mark Cuban bought the whole Indiana team. And people don't realize that he funded all the nil money for Indiana. That's why they got a loaded team.
Hey,
nice.
Jeff, there's a meme out there that says that Indiana, because Indiana for major college football teams has the worst record of all time for major college football teams. And they said because Indiana didn't cheat. Now that you can pay players and give players money, they got the best team on 2 years in a row. They went.
Hey, you remember the movie Blue Chips? Remember the movie Blue Chips?
Indiana got Shaq and Penny.
Yeah, man.
So now that you can give these players money, if you one of those schools that got money, why do you think all these Texas schools are so good?
Yeah,
they got money down there. They can pay these players now the money that they want for NIL, and who wants to go to the, especially if you're not getting drafted. You can stay in college and make $5 million. Why not?
Wait.
Linemen, for example, are staying as long as they can because you need them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to watch like when you watch football like 6 years from now when dudes are like Melvin Williams, University of Arkansas, Dubai. You know?
Oh no, and they got to run them all down.
Yeah.
Melvin Williams, University of Arkansas, and Central Florida, and Kansas,
Yeah.
and North Carolina,
and they got NASCAR jackets.
You got to name all your schools. Yeah. That shit. Whoever, if you listening, which you probably not, and you in the NFL, and you had to go to, you went to 3 different schools to transfer, please announce all your schools, man.
All of them, man. Just be like, hey, man, and then Kaiser for a couple credits.
BCC.
I forgot Beck. I realized why I forgot Beck, because he didn't finish his last year because he got hurt in the SEC championship game.
Yeah,
that's the reason why he got hurt bad, and that's why he transferred. So
yeah, hey, Miami gave him money. They said he pulled up on campus with a Lamborghini.
$4 to $6 million. You can afford. I don't know if I buy a Lambo if I only got 4 to 6.
Yeah, I would.
Right, because you're dipping in $500,000 for like a Murcielago,
yeah, exactly,
and then you're spending like $1,000 every now and then just on maintenance. But nobody tells them that. That's why. Hey, I would teach a college called Ballin', and it would just be full of athletes. I'm like, what's up, guys? I'm your professor of balling. First thing we gonna learn, man, you don't need that Hellcat, bro. That's whack. Let me teach you the depreciation of a G-Wagon for your business. Balling would be the class.
Sometimes B.O.B. 101.
They don't listen.
Balling on the
I was a
budget.
sports agent. No, they don't listen, man. You can't tell them. I remember I was traveling. I had a player from LSU, and we were down at the Beau Rivage in New Orleans. I mean, not New Orleans, but Biloxi. And I'm trying to tell him, because I'm getting one of these boats. I go, listen, you rent the boat. You don't buy the boat. And, man, for 2 years, I gave him this advice. And the day of signing, he disappeared. His uncle got 15 cars. He signed with his other agency. And he called me 6 months later and said to me, hey, man, I got no money. You were right about everything. Could you help me out? I was like, dude, you're the reason I'm not an agent anymore, man.
Every NFL team needs an NCO doing a safety brief.
Bro.
He just come in there. Hey, look at me, everybody. Look at me. Everybody get vasectomies. You can reverse them later. We all get vasectomies today, right now. Get on the bus. We going to the range in the morning, and we getting our nuts clipped by the afternoon. And then every Saturday, NFL NCO is like, no. Today we got PT and maintenance. What? Yeah, we got paint in the locker room. I got to keep you boys away. I got to keep you boys. Hey, mop the parking lot. You know?
Dog, a NFL, NBA safety briefing is bro. That's a skit right there.
Yeah,
NFL, NBA safety brief. Because I mean, I'm going back to the college thing, man. With the whole transfer portal and NIL, none of these kids stay. They get to the school because I feel like what made a lot of teams great was when the tournament came or the national championship game came, there was 40 to 60 to 70% seniors and juniors on the team.
Yeah.
Now it's like you move because I didn't get what I wanted. But can you be mad because the coach can move if he wanted to move?
Yeah, I'm not mad at the players for doing it. In fact, me and my buddy Godfrey, we got in a heated conversation. He really opened my eyes to a lot. Because I'm not mad at the players for doing it. And he was telling me the same thing. He's like, I'm not mad at the players for doing it. I'm mad at the league for allowing the portal transfer. He's like, because it's really just, it's crapped on the game. I definitely understand the name and likeness money parts. Like, sure, man, if you're gonna be like, hey man, I'm gonna make money off this jersey, let's talk. But the portal, I don't fully understand it enough to get behind it. But I will never be mad at any individual for looking out for themselves. Because I'm not letting anybody crash at my house if they get the ACL torn and they got nothing to do. I'm not like, yeah, you can stay with me for a while. We figure it out,
Like buddy on the program.
Leg all.
Yeah,
I'm not carrying you upstairs like Big Tim did, Ken.
Man, shout out to Big Tim. When I took my Achilles tendon, if you guys listen to the radio, y'all know who Big Tim is. I took my Achilles tendon, and Big Tim carried me upstairs, and all I heard was "Love lift us up where we belong."
In that truck with roaches in the cup holder.
Jeff, he had a Cadillac. Big Tim only drove Cadillacs at the time. It was the nastiest car I'd ever been in. They had roaches. And when I got it, I had to check my cast to make sure no roach crawled in my cast. Oh my goodness. Yeah, man. Yeah, but so Jeff, you said you was somebody's agent? You was a dude's agent?
Sports agent for years. I was an
for
NBA
real?
and an NFL agent.
Oh, nice.
How I just find this out?
Because I
don't say
have
nothing.
every job. That's not a surprise. I've been a waiter.
Because you don't listen. You don't listen.
Yo, I got something.
I used to travel from my loop used to be Mississippi State, Grambling, LSU, and I would do that loop for a year or two.
We'll find out next year.
I was learning, man. You learn all this stuff. I remember representing guys who were third string and they were driving Escalades. I was like, how the hell you get an Escalade? You a third string fullback. They don't even use fullbacks in the NFL.
Jeff trying to get people to pass their classes because they're like, yo, if you don't pass, he can't be eligible to play. And Jeff's like, I took him to do an eye chart. He didn't know what the letters were. I said, you blind? He said, I don't know what these shapes mean.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this for the first time on the radio. You know Devin Hester?
Yeah.
I paid for his SAT prep.
Wow.
I paid 2 of his Bobos.
Yep. Yeah, he wouldn't have gotten into Miami.
Yo,
one of my co-agents says, hey, listen, we got to help this guy, donate some money. I donated some money and he wound up going to Miami and then he signed with somebody else.
Hey, and I paid for a pair of them Reeboks. But we got to take a commercial break. We'll be right back. Real Last Real Radio 104.1. We are back. Real Last Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Guys, do me a favor. Go follow us. Go like us. Go subscribe to us. Leave us a message. Leave us a comment. We gonna hit you back. We always do. And we appreciate the love, man. I'm Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. James is out on the boat and she'll be back this week. Join the Verse Studio with DJ Calix, Chris Alexander, Miguel Colon Jr., and Jeff the Batman Kaufman from the Law Office of Kaufman and Lynn and the Under Oath Podcast and our official sponsor. Miguel, let me tell you the beef I got with Chris.
What I do now?
Chris, my dog. And my dog know I'm a ride for my dog. Whatever up, let me know. I'm Chris, shut your ass up. I'm going to be there. Chris sends me a message. He says, yo, I got robbed. His store. I'm in the car. Hey, no, Chris, shut your ass up.
I can't talk about this. I can't talk about it yet. I can't talk about it yet.
What are you two?
Chris is, hey, hold up real quick. Chris is dyslexic. He may have meant to say I got ribs.
Oh, no. I ain't gonna mess that up.
We can't talk about it.
I get ribs from Ken.
What do you mean we can't talk about it?
We can't talk about it. We can't talk about it.
Doors open.
No. I can't talk about it. I really can't talk about this one.
Nobody's listening to us. Who you kidding?
Chris, the CEO of GameStop's going to be
You got
listening right now.
That's the only person who listens to us. She ain't going to tell.
Give me about like 2 weeks.
Well,
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Chris told me he
I'll
got
come
robbed,
back.
and I thought
Nobody care about his story 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, we're not.
We not remember that.
I know. But okay.
All right.
I don't want you to get fired. I don't want you to get fired. No,
okay.
Tell hypothetically
hiring. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna say this. It may have been an inside job. So
hypothetically.
Allegedly.
Lawyer.
So
allegedly.
Chris don't know Miguel. Chris don't know the difference between robbery and theft.
Yeah, Chris, robberies, they came in mass and
guns blazing.
Everybody get butt naked. Yeah. Theft is like, hey man, who put Mario Kart? Where'd it go?
There's 10 video games in the garbage can.
Yeah. So I'm in the car. I done left work. I'm halfway to the store. I'm like, bro, I got my gun and everything.
He's strapped. He got his crown with him and his knife. He's ready to go.
He like, Jeff, oh, no, man, it's like some theft. I'm like, that ain't, hey, man.
That ain't emergency.
Hey, I was texting fast. I was trying to get the littlest letters possible.
He thought, see, Ken, he's on the toilet. He thinks
he didn't even wipe his ass. He just got up and just ready.
Like it's a bank robbery. He's ready to go.
Man, I ain't even wiped. I got up, itchy butt and everything to come help my homeboy.
Yeah. No dude wipes, no nothing. He was ready to go.
Hey, he was driving, scratching his butt.
The real man. All right, Chris. I thought you was gonna be able to tell the story, man.
Yeah, I can't tell it just yet. So.
Good. We'll get back to Jeff. Jeff was on the West Coast. Jeff, what you doing out west, Jeff?
Man, I'll tell you what. I had to go to this huge internet conference where all the best people on the internet are there. The influencers, everything. They're talking about how to do their stuff. I get invited to this dinner, and the guy from Live Nation is there. And he runs all of Live Nation. I'm like, man, and he's talking about all the bands he was with. And he says, and his wife goes, yeah, he used to party before he got this job. And he told me the best line ever. I've never heard this before. He goes, I got 2 favorite kinds of cocaine and more cocaine.
That's funny. That's funny.
I was like going, man, that is the best drug analogy I've ever heard. But yeah, West Coast is weird, man, especially Vegas now because it's cold and you're not used to being cold in Vegas. It was like 40 degrees and I walked out and I said, man, it's cold here. But I did pull the most ridiculous gambling hands ever. I pulled 3 4-of-a-kinds in a poker game over a half-hour period. Now, you don't pull one of these in a single day, much less. And I was going, if this was old Vegas, they would have taken me out to the desert and shot my ass.
I'm about to say, they didn't come up to you and just interrupt stuff. Be like, how you doing, sir? Everything's good? Just staring you down. Staring the dealer down more than anything, too. They're like, nah, this is an inside job.
Yeah.
And they tossing the dealer's car outside and everything.
Dude, bro, I don't know nothing about poker. I don't even know what that means.
Well, 4-of-a-kind is that's the 4 of the same cards. Yeah. You know that, right? Like 4 aces, 4 tens, 4 twos.
Oh,
it's hard to get.
Is that like, does that win?
If you're playing against the house, that normally wins. But if you're at the table, there's a chance you could lose, but not.
And you're not playing Hold'em. You're playing like 5 card,
like a pie gow, like a 7-card game. But I mean, it was strange, man. But yeah, Vegas is weird during the winter because it's freezing and people are walking around in weird ways. But if you're a comedian, I guess Vegas would be pretty cool because they got a lot of clubs you can play. Not like Austin, but it's still, and you never know who you're going to be opening for. There are a lot, like, a lot of these guys have residencies. Like Carlos Mencia has his, and it's not even like a residency. It's just he's there every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Is George Wallace in Vegas?
George Wallace had a place in Vegas for like 10 years.
I'm gonna be at Wise Guys in Vegas, maybe next week. No, the 4th, February 4th and 5th. Yeah.
You know something? I'm gonna be in Vegas on Wednesday, February 3rd, February 4th. Are you playing?
I'll be there.
Thursday?
I'm landing that Wednesday, man. My show's on Thursday, but I'll be there Wednesday, man. Let's get up.
I'm playing Wednesday at the at what's that place? Red Rock.
I guess you could take me to dinner, Jeff. Nice. I guess.
Yeah. Jeff, you going to do comedy?
Yeah.
Wait, you're doing comedy?
Yeah, at the Red Rock. Yeah.
Oh, Jeff. Nice. Hey, I'm coming to your show. All right. I'm coming to your show. Oh, that's dope. I'm coming to your show, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope, man. Yeah, I will
Yeah,
be there.
I'm excited, man. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, man. You know, they opened a new room in Claremont. I forgot what the name of it is. I don't know if Joe and Margaret told you about it. They,
Oh yeah. I got it booked.
yeah, and they say it's filled. They say the room fills up. They weren't like saying,
Yeah,
hey, it's not like,
Wait,
yeah.
it is a
Bonkers is in Clearwater now.
No, Claremont.
That's what I meant. Claremont.
Yeah,
They
This
like
is why the ribs
yeah.
text. This is
Yeah.
why I worry about the ribs text.
Yeah.
You literally like Bonkers in Clearwater? No, Claremont. A little
Yeah.
more inland.
Yeah,
Hey,
I went ahead,
tomatoes.
yeah, I went ahead and took the first weekend.
Smart.
When is that?
Yeah,
When are you taking?
I gotta look at my text, but I took the first weekend. Chris, don't be mad. Tim Allen coming with me.
That's
But
cool.
yeah, I took the first
that's
weekend.
because he decided when you were supposedly on the floor at GameStop and he found out you were alive. No, you don't get that. Call emergency situation. We just got robbed. Oh, I mean, well, one of the people stole from the store. That's God bless.
Hey man, he said he can't talk about it.
Well, he ain't talking about it. I am. There's a difference.
All right, if I get fired, you take me on a road. You give me 5 shows.
I'll let him answer the phone.
If I get fired, Jeff is giving me 5 shows. That's what I'm saying.
Y'all want to hear a little interesting robbery story? I did a show at Side Splitters this Sunday, and one of the dudes who came to the show was this dude Eric, who I've never met, but we've talked before. We've talked about different brand businesses and stuff, and he brought a guy with him, and he's like, "This is my friend Michael." Michael's like 65 years old, good-looking guy, fresh dress and everything like that, nice suit and stuff. And as I'm talking to Michael, I stop and I'm like, "Are you Michael Dowd?" And he goes, "Yeah, guys, Michael Dowd is a legendary crooked New York cop that was so crooked, the 7-5 precinct that he was a part of got shut down. That whole precinct, 50% of them were involved in stuff. Michael Dowd was so crooked, he ran the precinct, not his captain. He was like a detective, and he ran the precinct. The captain reported to him. So I'm like, bro, you're Michael Dowd. And he's like, yeah. And we get talking. Have you ever met a person that is infamous and has a horrible history, and you're like, I love this guy?
Yeah.
Like, we were hanging out. And I'm like, I love this guy. So we start talking about stuff, and we're just going back and forth. And I'm like, hey, man, I heard. And he's like, oh, yeah. And then he's like, no, that one didn't happen. And yeah. He tells me amazing stories. He talks about he got busted down so bad by internal affairs, but they couldn't prove he did anything, but they knew he did it, that they literally took his gun away from him, and they didn't let him do police work, but they couldn't fire him. So he's like, they just had me like walking around with a flashlight, making sure like cars weren't getting broken into. He's a detective. And he goes, while this is happening, he gets a call on the radio. Some rookie found $19 million in a U-Haul, drug money. And Michael Dodd's like running there. He's like, I'm on my way. It's like, he says he gets there, internal affairs, everybody's there. And he goes, man, he's like, I grabbed that kid. He's like in front of everybody. And I'm like, you find $19 million in a U-Haul truck. You call me and we'll turn that $1 million in together. But he tells me, he goes, I start talking to him about rappers. And, because he was up in the 80s. He starts talking about Jay-Z. He's like, oh man, he's like, no, Jay-Z and those guys in the Marcy projects. He's like, those guys were moving and shaking. He was like, those buildings, he was like, not Jay-Z himself, but all the guys in the buildings collectively. He's like, that was $1 million a day operation. He was like, and they were a loose confederation. He's like, they were all independent guys, but they stuck together. He was like, and he said they had like 8 buildings that they ran and rocked. He was like, and between those, 9 different crews, they were pulling in $1 million a day. He was like, and he goes, yeah, Jay-Z, man. He was, he's like, I've his name popped up a lot of times with other guys. He's like, that guy was a real mover and shaker. He's like, you're talking, he's like easily $100,000-$200,000 a day. That guy and his crew were making a day. And I was like, yeah, he was telling me, he's like, yeah, that guy was getting his coke straight from Puerto Ricans who were getting it from the Colombians. He was like, and he was getting his heroin straight from the Italians. He's like, and he's like, back then, man, he's like, for a black kid to be getting it straight from these guys, he's like, that's a big deal. And I'm like, man,
how do you clean that much money? How do you clean that much money?
Yo, this 80s, and I don't even know. And then this is the best line though, Jeff. I go, did you ever rob Jay-Z? He goes, I never got around to it. I want to have him on the show though, guys. And here's the thing. He did his time in prison.
Yeah, and, I'm looking at Wikipedia now.
Yeah, I'm not trying to tell you that the guy is a good guy. I'm just saying, my God,
would he
hung out at that show. What's that?
Would he do a show?
He'll do any. He's a great entertainer. Me and him are talking about a project
I'd
together.
love to give him 20 minutes.
Oh, bro, just sit and talk. Oh, on your show, 100%.
Yeah,
I'll get him on under oath.
20.
Oh, please do. We'll get Michael Dowd on. Great. I mean, great entertainer. I keep wanting to say great guy. I don't know if he's a great guy. I hate saying that.
He's colorful.
For me, great guy. Like we had. Hey, at the end of my show, he wanted to know if I wanted to go get wings for him, and I wings with him. He's like, come get some wings with me. But I was like, no, I gotta hang out. Meet and greet after the show. He's like, man, I love you. Come out get some wings or something. I was like, yeah. He goes, you know what I wish we could do right now? And I was like, rob a couple Dominican kids of like $1 million worth of dope. He goes, every day I think about that.
That's dope, bro. You had to Google it, man. The fact that you knew who he was when you was like, wait a minute.
He was legendarily crooked. Like it'd be. I mean, it's honestly like, and I say this. You know how like if you Mark Furman for the LA trial or certain people reach a level of infamy that when you're growing up, it's something you've seen. Yeah. And I was just like, wait a second.
Come on, Miguel. You got a top 50 mobster list. None of us do.
Yeah. Michael Dowd gets there.
You got probably 50 to 100. You know what?
Yeah.
Little Bones Cleveland. I loved him.
Hey, he's right underneath Michael Frances, who I was like, hey, when I saw Michael Frances was doing a podcast, and I was like, good for you, guy. But yeah.
That is that's dope, man. Well, we made it. We made it to our first show. And we got to get ready to get up out of here because we about to go watch the game. I've been checking it out, Jeff. You still good? It's a
3-point game.
We're 3-point game, second quarter. So you still got time to go check this out. But we got to get up out of here. Chris, where you at this weekend, Playboy?
This weekend, I'm just chilling. So I had to go to work, and then I'm off for the weekend. So I'm just going to be at home chilling.
Well, you know what? This weekend, I'm back. Yeah, man. So I hit you up. Let's get our smoke drink on. I did my 21-day today. Matter of fact, today is my last day of my 21-day fast. No drinks, no cigars, no meat. I actually lost 27 pounds.
Well, then let's start early. Let's start early for the game.
Boy,
Dynamite.
Hey, right. Damn, Jeff, I ain't that skinny. Oh, man. But Miguel, what you got this weekend, Playboy?
Tonight I'm at Craves with you and James Yawn. Tomorrow I'm over at Jazz and Jokes, be one of the 3 people there. And Sunday I'm at Rogue Wave in doing a Don't Tell in where's Rogue Wave? New Smyrna. Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
Hey, if Thursday night my wife might be doing something with her friends. If she is, Miguel, I'm popping up. Wow. I need to redeem myself. Jeff, the room that Miguel's doing this Thursday, I did last week. It was 2 people. Chris is there with me. Chris is there with me.
Oh,
Miguel, I have them. Okay. Hey, Miguel, I got to tell you the Chris story. Oh, yeah. Jeff, what you got this weekend?
Believe it or not, I'm gonna make both of you. I'm gonna make you and Chris very happy. I'm interviewing Aisha Tyler from Criminal Minds.
Archer, Criminal Minds, Talk Soup.
Yep.
Oh man,
I haven't seen her stand up in years, bro. I gotta check her out because she was so funny to me.
Whose Line is it? When she hosted Whose Line is it, man?
Yeah,
man.
That was a great interview. She was great, man. I read her book. She's funny.
Nice, man. Well, same with me, Chris. This weekend, I am free. I got no comedy. I'm going to be sitting here chilling. We got the AFC and NFC championship games this weekend. I will be watching that, man. But we got to get up out of here. Guys, we will see y'all next week. That is Jeff the Batman Kaufman, Mr. Miguel Colon Jr., DJ Calix, a.k.a. Chris Alexander, and I'm Ken Miller. Chris, tell them what to do.
Take your ass to bed.
And we to you. We out.